Iran's ally just made a move, and Washington is definitely watching. The cameras rolled, the missiles rolled, and the message loud, calculated, and unmistakable. In the heart of North Korea, under giant red banners and military drums, Kim Jong-un stood watching. He was not smiling or waving casually, he was just watching because this was not just a parade, it was a signal. Missiles on the display, long, black, towering, carried on massive transporter vehicles, some believed to be intercontinental ballistic missiles, the kind that can travel across continents, the kind that changes the calculation in Washington overnight. And as soldiers marched in perfect formation, as rockets pointed towards the sky, the message was carefully scripted. We are nuclear capable. We are ready and we are not alone. And you know why now? Because tensions are rising between Iran and the United States. Warships in strategic waters, fighter jets repositioned, military drills increasing. And all of a sudden, one of Tehran's closest strategic partner decides to flex its nuclear muscle. Can that be a coincidence? Unlikely. Well, the parade, it looks like on purpose. The event marked a major ruling party anniversary in Pyongyang. But this was not just about celebration, it was about projection. Projection of power, projection of unity, projection of alliances. Troops marched, including the units analysts say have links to battlefield cooperation tied to the Ukraine conflict. And that detail, it matters because it shows something bigger here, a web of alignment. In the meantime, the Tehran-Pyongyang axis. For decades, Pyongyang and Tehran have quietly worked together. Missile technology exchanged, shared experiences under heavy sanction and military know-how. Both the nations isolated by the West. Both the nation under economic pressure. Both the nations determined to resist it. And now both sending kind of signal here. And you know what that means for America? Now in Washington, every parade formation is studied. Every missile is measured, every word is analyzed. So when he speaks about strengthening nuclear forces, when Iran expands its missile program, US defense planners do not dismiss it as a theater. They call it deterrence signaling. And deterrence signaling can quickly become something else, right? A multi-front chessboard. Can you think about the timing here? Iran faces growing friction with the US in the Middle East. North Korea showcases long-range missile capability in the East Asia. Russia remains deeply entangled in Ukraine. China watches from the sidelines, calculating. Different theater, same strategic message. America has challengers, and those challengers are not isolated. Well, the visual is deliberate. Cameras zoomed in on missile nose cones. Yes, crowds cheered in choreographed waves. In fact, military bands played anthems there. And then the leader appeared. Kim Jong-un. He was intercepting the troops, pausing beside military units, standing a silent but unmistakable image to global audience. Strength, survival, defiance. In the end, there is a nuclear question. North Korea has conducted multiple nuclear tests over the years. It has developed missiles of varying range, short, medium, intercontinental. Each advancement changes regional security equation. Each test, it draws sanctions. But sanctions have not stopped development. If anything, they have hardened the resolve here. And now, by publicly boasting of nuclear readiness, Pyongyang reinforces one idea. Negotiations will happen on its terms. Here's a bigger fear, ladies and gentlemen. What happens if regional crises overlap? What if Middle East tensions escalate? What if East Asia faces missile threat? Simultaneously though, well, for the US, that is the nightmare scenario. Strategic overextension, 2 flashpoints, multiple actors, high stakes. Is this a warning or a preparation? Well, military parades are political theater. But in geopolitics, theater is never random.